Good day, everyone. I want you to pick up the nearest device, your phone, laptop, smartwatch, or even personal computers. Hold it for a moment. Our entire digital civilization, our future connection to the world, all of it rests on a microscopic piece of material, a tiny, perfect piece of silicon, no bigger than our fingernail. We're going on a journey of reflection today. We're going to examine the impossible foundation of our world, the microchip. I've been studying how these chips are made and what they enable, and I want to share two profound realizations. The monumental precision required to create this foundation, and the radical, almost science fiction future this technology is now heading. Everything we talk about, the AI, the metaverse, quantum computing is built on the silent, hyper-engineered bedrock of the semiconductor. It is literally the DNA of the digital world. Let's begin by appreciating the sheer astronomical difficulty of transforming an ordinary thing into the most complex product humanity has ever produced. The process begins with the most abundant material on Earth, quartz sand. This ordinary sand is subjected to intense chemical purification, heated, and slowly drawn into a single, flawless crystal called a silicon bull. This isn't just pure, it is monocrystalline perfection. We are talking about achieving a level of purity so extreme there is only one impurity atom for every 10 million silicon atoms. We are literally transforming dirt into a hyper pure synthetic mineral. To manipulate this perfect material, you need a perfect environment. Welcome to the clean room. These fabrication facilities are 100,000 times cleaner than an operating theater. The staff wear specialized suits not for protection, but to ensure that a single flake of skin or a single microscopic dust particle doesn't ruin a wafer containing thousands of chips. The irony is staggerizing. Our digital world requires an environmental purity that we cannot maintain in the natural world we live in. Moving forward, the central act of creation is photolithography. Photolithography, which means writing with light. We take the complex, multi-layered blueprint of the circuit and project it, like a slideshow, onto the wafer coated in a light-sensitive polymer called photoresist. This process is repeated dozens of times using light to selectively burn and then etch the structures into the silicon below, layer by microscopic layer. This is how we carve out the features of the chip. This meticulous process is about building one thing, the transistor. By firing charged atoms, a process called doping, we change the conductivity of the silicon, creating the P and N regions that allow the transistors to switch current on and off. These are the binary thoughts of the computer, like zeros and ones. We are carving out billions of these tiny, perfect switches, connecting them with kilometers of copper wiring, all squeezed onto a chip the size of your fingernail. It is the pinnacle of human engineering. How did something this complex become so consolidated? It began with Moore's law. What started as an observation that transistor density would double every 2 years became a self-fulfilling prophecy, driving an exponential demand for capital. For us to keep up, you must invest tens of billions of dollars. This has created the fabrication bottleneck. The extreme cost means most companies have become fabless, outsourcing manufacturing to a handful of giants. TSMC in Taiwan is the undisputed global leader, our world's most advanced technology, the chips powering your iPhone, your data centers, and the world's most advanced military centers are made in these facilities dependent on a few highly specialized locations. This concentration creates a colossal single point of failure and massive geopolitical tension. The second bottleneck lies in the equipment itself. To achieve the required microscopic resolution, the industry relies on extreme ultraviolet or EUV lithography. There is essential a global monopoly held by one Dutch company, ASML. Their machines, which cost roughly $130 million each, generate EUV light by firing a laser at a tiny drop of liquid tin 50,000 times a second to create plasma. The complexity is mind-bending. This one machine represents a choke point on high-tech manufacturing, demonstrating the true fragility of digital sovereignty for every major nation. So what does this perfect complex chip foundation enable? It enables a world where intelligence lives everywhere. This is the era of edge computing, processing data right where it's collected, whether that's a sensor in a factory or the dashboard of an autonomous vehicle. This is critical for instantaneous, zero latency decisions. This foundational speed is powering the growth of AI powered IoT devices and cutting edge AI robotics, from logistics systems to intelligent exoskeletons. Next, our chips are dissolving the lines between the physical and digital. The foundation for the metaverse is being built right now. Using this hyper fast processing for fully immersive, hyper personalized visual or virtual environments for work, education, and social life. But at the same time, augmented reality or AR is transforming business, overlaying digital information onto the real world for visual try-ons, remote surgical training, and real-time manufacturing support. The world is becoming seamlessly blended experience. If the transistor defined our past, quantum computing is the next great frontier. Instead of bits like zeros or ones, quantum computers uses qubits, allowing them to process exponentially more information simultaneously. This isn't an evolution, it is a revolution. Set to append cryptography, accelerate drug discovery, and create materials science breakthroughs that classical computers could never approach. And finally, the ultimate integration, human augmentation. This is where the chip literally merges with us. Advanced neural interfaces like Neuralink are aiming to connect our brains directly to computers to restore function or enhance cognitive abilities. Wearable exoskeletons are boosting physical strength and mobility. The precision engineering we stand with this is now being used to redefine the very limits of human physical and cognitive capabilities. Looking back, we've journeyed from ordinary sand in a high-tech clean room through an industrial gauntlet of billions of transistors and geopolitical bottlenecks to the emergence of AI, quantum leaps, and augmented reality. The next time you reach for any piece of technology, like phones, you pause, reflect on the sheer genius, the exponential cost, and the profound global interdependence required for that one small chip to function. It is true a modern marvel, and it is the most critical, hyper-engineered component driving us from where we are today to the singularity of tomorrow. I am Miguel Angelo Emmanuel V. Vergara, and thank you for listening.